Welcome to Recap King. In this video, we will explain Patchwork. This film tells the story of three young women who wake up attached as a Frankenstein-esque monster. With their personalities still intact, the three women set out to figure out what happened to them. Will they solve the mystery? Let's find out in Patchwork. Patchwork begins with a woman named Jennifer who is having a birthday. She was waiting for her friends to arrive at a bar. Jennifer invited all her friends, but only 2 people came. Tired of boredom because of the awkward situation and no one else came, Jennifer's 2 friends then said goodbye. They said they had to come to the office early in the morning. Not long after, a man named Dan came to see Jennifer. Jennifer is Dan's mistress. He took the time to comply with Jennifer's invitation but could not linger there because he had a dinner appointment with his wife and family. After chatting for a while, he left. Now Jennifer is completely alone and is finally celebrating her birthday without being accompanied by anyone. When Jennifer was about to leave the bar, she met a school friend named Garrett. Jennifer felt awkward because they weren't that close during school, but Garrett is a friendly person. Garrett even invited her to join him and his friends, instead of sitting alone, but Jennifer politely declined Garrett's offer and decided to go home. Arriving at home, suddenly someone hit her head from behind and kidnapped her. When she woke up, she was on the operating bed in a terrible state, and there were many stitches on her body. She also felt a strangeness in her body that was difficult to explain. Jennifer then looked at her reflection in the mirror, and how shocked she was that her face had turned so horrible. Her face seemed to be put together from 3 different parts of another woman's face. Not only that, Jennifer finally realized that in her, there are 3 different personalities. Therefore, she has difficulty controlling her body because all her personalities are scrambling to control her body. Inside her body, there are 2 other personalities besides hers. They were Ellie and Madeline. Jennifer's personality then became the most dominant to control the body. Jennifer and the other 2 personalities finally realized that something terrible had happened to them. The 3 of them worked together to escape from the facility. Several doctors tried to thwart Jennifer's escape from the place, but they lost quickly. Jennifer finally managed to get out of there and took a taxi. Arriving at her apartment, the 3 then discussed the complicated problems and what actions they would take next. Jennifer remembered that she had just come home from the bar before someone came and suddenly attacked her unconscious. Ellie had said the same thing about going to bars, and so had Madeline. Ellie then said that she often went to bars looking for handsome men. Once, she met a man named Peter, and she was immediately attracted to him. Ellie then approached the man openly, but Peter doesn't seem to be captivated by Ellie's beauty because he already has a girlfriend. Ellie, who felt sad because the man she liked ignored her, then entertained herself by drinking until she was drunk. Not long after, a man named Lance seemed to approach Ellie. The handsome Lance immediately attracted Ellie. Long story short, Lance then invites Ellie to his house. The 2 kissed and were about to have sex, but it turns out that there are Lance's friends who intend to record their actions. Ellie immediately voiced her disapproval because she felt uncomfortable if her intercourse was consumed by someone else. But Lance insisted that he would only have sex with Ellie while his friends were filming it. Because Ellie still refuses, Lance and his friends finally leave her. After leaving Lance's house, suddenly Ellie was hit by a car while trying to cross the road. Her memory only reached that moment. After listening to Ellie's story, Jennifer then called Dan, hoping he could help her deal with her problems. But unexpectedly, Dan even said he wanted to break up with her and immediately turned off the phone. Jennifer then felt sad and angry, but at this time, she can't be down with her sadness just because she broke up with her boyfriend. Jennifer then thought of Garrett, who was a medical student. Maybe Garrett could help her find an explanation for her current state. After calling Garrett, she then went to Ellie's house and sneaked in through the window. Jennifer and 2 other personalities are trying to find a way to cover up her pretty scary face. They finally decided to dress up as Hollowmen and went to Garrett's house. Arriving at Garrett's house, Jennifer told him that her face was disfigured and looked scary. Jennifer then asked Garrett not to be afraid after seeing her current face. Garrett then agreed to Jennifer's request. Garrett was speechless and only flabbergasted at Jennifer's hideous face. Luckily, he didn't panic and ran away scared. He was still friendly to Jennifer. Jennifer then said that in her, there were 2 other personalities named Ellie and Madeline. Jennifer asked Garrett to return her body to the way it was because she and the other 2 personalities felt very miserable living together in one body. But Garrett said that her request was unreasonable. He couldn't separate the 3 bodies that had been fused with their personalities. After hearing that, Jennifer and other personalities felt very sad and finally decided to go home. On the way home, Jennifer catches Dan having an affair with another woman. Jennifer became very angry and did not hesitate to kill Dan when he was in his car alone. After killing Dan, Jennifer and the others felt happy and relieved to vent the anger that they had always kept deep inside. Jennifer, Ellie and Madeline then decide to take revenge on the people who have made their lives miserable. Before launching the revenge act, Jennifer had made over her appearance in such a way as to avoid people's suspicion. Their first target was Peter. The man was at the bar with his girlfriend named Rachel. Jennifer then came to Peter and knocked him unconscious. She then asked Rachel if Peter was with her every day. Rachel said yes. It turned out that Peter was not the one who made their condition into what it is now. After that, Jennifer went to Lance's house and killed everyone in his house, including Lance. After leaving Lance's house, Jennifer and the other two personalities realized they were being followed. It turned out that those who were following Jennifer were the minions of the doctor who had made her condition as it is now. Jennifer immediately killed the two men. As they were about to leave, she found several documents in their car. She took it and tried to find out what had happened to her. Jennifer goes to Garrett's house and asks him to go through the files for information about her condition and possible clues to the people who have done all these cruel things to them. But Garrett seemed not interested in reading the document. He even praised Jennifer because she became more beautiful and confident with her current appearance. Jennifer's two eyes, which now have different colors, look unique and have their own beauty. Garrett's heartfelt words touched Jennifer. The two then made love because they got carried away. The next morning, Jennifer's massacre at Lance's house made headlines on all local television stations. Jennifer was immediately a fugitive from the police. Garrett then asked Jennifer to hide in his house, but Jennifer still insisted on taking revenge on the person who had ruined her face. In the documents found by Jennifer, it turned out that there was an address where she and two other personalities had surgery to become what they are today. Garrett intends to burn the address, so Jennifer doesn't go there for revenge. But Jennifer managed to snatch the file from Garrett and intends to go to the address and carry out her revenge act as quickly as possible. Jennifer then handcuffs Garrett to the bed so he can't follow her. After that, she and the other two personalities immediately rushed to the location for revenge. After arriving at the location, Jennifer finally met a doctor named Sam, who had made her condition and two other personalities what they are today. Sam jumped for joy because his experiment was a success and got the perfect result Madeline wanted. Jennifer and Ellie were confused by Sam's words. The two then demanded an explanation from Madeline. Madeline then said that she was a girl who always felt insecure about her body. She always thought she wasn't as pretty as other women. While at a bar, she meets a man named Tom. The man seemed interested in praising her beauty. Madeline also praised Tom, who was well built. It turns out that Madeline is a psychopath who likes to collect body parts that she likes from her victims. Because she continued to feel dissatisfied with her face and body shape, she then went to Dr. Sam's plastic surgery clinic. Sam is a crazy surgeon who performs plastic surgery using body parts from other people's corpses. Of course, the surgical procedure violates the rules in the medical world and is an illegal act against the law. But Madeline didn't care. She was desperate to do plastic surgery on her body to be more beautiful than other women. Sam then invited Madeline to examine the collection of body parts that could be used to perfect her body. But Madeline couldn't find a single body part that she wanted. Therefore, she went to a bar and began a search to find women who had perfect physiques. She finally met Jennifer and Ellie, who fit her criteria. Madeline and Dr. Sam's men then followed Jennifer and Ellie and kidnapped the two women. Sam became very excited when he saw Jennifer and Ellie's perfect physique. He immediately performed the surgical procedure and finally created a combined creature between Jennifer, Ellie and Madeline. And what's worse, because Madeline is a psychopath, Jennifer and Ellie are also influenced by being a sadist. Jennifer and Ellie were furious after hearing Madeline's explanation because it turned out that all this time, she was the mastermind behind all the suffering that they experienced. The fight between the three was inevitable. Since they were all in one body, it made Jennifer look as if she was going against herself in the eyes of others. Sam then resurrects all the experimental creatures to capture Jennifer. After successfully binding her body, Sam intends to dissect her body to conduct further experiments. Elsewhere, Garrett managed to free his hands from the handcuffs and went straight to the location in the document. Garrett, who had just arrived, was immediately greeted by Sam. When Garrett went inside, Sam hit him on the head, knocking Garrett unconscious. Sam then dragged Garrett's body into the experiment room where he tied Jennifer. But when he got there, Sam was very surprised because Jennifer had managed to break free and kill all of her experimental creatures. Jennifer then attacks Sam and manages to incapacitate the mad doctor, but Sam managed to get up and fire a shot at Jennifer. Garrett, who has come to his senses, acted quickly to make himself a shield to protect Jennifer. Sam's shot hit Garrett and killed him. Jennifer is devastated by Garrett's death, and so is Ellie. But that's not the case with Madeline, who keeps asking Dr. Sam to do plastic surgery on her body so that she can get a perfect physique. They were so upset, Jennifer and Ellie then performed a lobotomy procedure on Madeline. After that, Jennifer forces Dr. Sam to perform a similar experiment on Garrett so that he can come back to life. The last scene shows Garrett, who has risen from the dead and is surprised because his face becomes scary. Behind him, Jennifer laughed with satisfaction that Garrett had turned into her. The film ends.